Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Flag and Anthem. That and many other deals on our new website, 365sportsdeals.com. You can find all the things that we advertise here on the show there. For your consumerism, please check out our sponsors, especially Flag and Anthem, 20% off your first order with promo code 365sports. Today, top 5 intriguing NBA draft decisions. Now, this is not necessarily an NBA segment, so those of you who are automatically turning this off, don't do that. This is a college basketball segment. These are the guys who are working out at the NBA Draft Combine that will have decisions to make to come back. Most of them are currently in the transfer portal as well, and once they make their decision, they'll either stay in the draft or find a new school. One of them, though, and the one who's most likely to be drafted, and he'll be at number 1, has already made his school decision, and it's going to be very, very interesting. Number 5, PJ Haggerty, late of Memphis, now in the transfer portal. Also was at Kansas State before. He's been several places in his career. Just had a career year. He is at the NBA Draft Combine. Did okay in the 5-on-5s from what I read yesterday, but not projected by any expert right now to go into the draft this year, which means he'll be cashing in somewhere. The likely spot right now is NC State with Will Wade, but NC State and anybody else who is in on the PJ Haggerty sweepstakes, holding their breath, waiting to see if he will come there after a 23.8 game scoring total last season. Number 4, Jamir Watkins from Florida State. He's a fifth-year guy, but has eligibility. Could come back. He is also in the transfer portal. He did the same thing last year. Most people project him as a surefire second-round pick and someone who'll sign a two-way contract. But could he get more money this year in college basketball? Yes, probably, than he's going to make on a 2-year contract, especially for a good team looking to rebuild its roster. As we've seen, many good teams, Baylor, Kansas, name them, almost completely cleared out roster top to bottom. So there will be opportunities for him to come back if he does. Again, he did this last year, went through the NBA Draft Combine. Maybe he's like Quinn Ewers and doesn't really worry about the draft position. He's just given all he can to college basketball, but we'll see. Not a first-round pick, but a surefire second-round pick. Is that what you want on a two-way contract, or do you want to go cash in somewhere outside Tallahassee? Number 3, R.J. Lewis. St. John's, famously benched in the NCAA tournament. He is in the transfer portal, not getting any NBA draft buzz, but we will see how he does at that combine, and then he will be back in, one of the highly recruited players that St. John's brought in last year. But now, because he got cross with Rick Pitino, he is in the portal and potentially going to the NBA draft. His decision will be interesting to see and where he winds up.
For the past 4 years, we have trusted Haggerty to keep us powered while on the road. The Explorer 5000 Plus provides 5,040 watt-hours of portable power, so we can move it around our house or even take it to a family member who's lost power. We've already had 3 power outages since moving, and our fridge and Wi-Fi are definitely the most essential for us. Pair it with the smart transfer switch to power your entire house off the Explorer 5000 Plus. We can't wait to take this little one camping, but for now, we're enjoying all the snuggles with peace of mind at home.
Darion Williams from Texas Tech is in the transfer portal. Just saw JT Toppin get $4 million a year to stay at Texas Tech. Now, he's going to command similar kind of money, but he's not going to be back at Tech. They've already replaced him on the roster. So after the NBA Draft Combine, I fully expect that he's going to come and go to a place like Kansas or Missouri or Alabama, somewhere that has big money to give him, and he'll wind up there. Probably not staying in, but positive reports about his skill at the combine, but nobody has him going in the first round, which means go get your $3+ million there, son, and enjoy it. Sorry to Texas Tech fans who won't get to enjoy him, but I don't think you're going to miss him that much because, like I said, you've already replaced him on the roster, and based on your reactions when we reported that story, you're fine with this. You're fine with it. And number 1, Yaxel Lendeborg. He was at UAB. He is committed to Michigan, has a sizable NIL deal, and 60-40 right now when he was interviewed yesterday, maybe 50-50 about going back to Michigan. He is projected by many in the last few picks of the first round from anywhere from 21 all the way to the end at 30, but maybe a first-round pick. If he can sneak in there, if that's what they tell him after the combine, what do you do? Do you go back or do you go into the NBA, even though it's still a bit of a crapshoot towards those last 10, 11, 12 picks sometimes are just razor thin between first-round money and second-round money. So what do? Do you go back to Michigan for another year and improve your stock and play for Dusty May on a team that has a ton of potential? Or do you dive into the NBA draft and hope all is well? We'll see with Yaxel Lendeborg from Michigan. Well, maybe not from Michigan, but from UAB right now. As a matter of fact, if he doesn't go to Michigan, I don't think Adam Silver can say with the 28th pick, Yaxel Lendeborg, Michigan. But we'll see. That'll be an interesting transfer portal era draft announcement. But also, by the way, the team I see him mocked to the most by the experts is the Oklahoma City Thunder. So Emory's just now started doing all the research he can on a center from UAB. That's it. He stopped working. I'm looking at him right now. He's stopped working. He's looking at his picture. He's sizing him up. He's wondering why he didn't watch that much UAB basketball this year. He feels ashamed of himself. As well he should. What kind of good Thunder fan wouldn't know a guy they could potentially pick with the 29th pick in the draft? He was at the game last night. He doesn't know. I'm sure they made fun of him all the way through the Paycom Center. That's going to do it for us. I've got some polls to give you, and that will be the end of the show once I do.